Hola, buenos días. En este video vamos a mirar unas expresiones afirmativas y negativas en español. So we're going to look at some affirmative and negative expressions in Spanish. Some of these you might already know because some of them are very basic. You might learn early on in Spanish. Some of them you might not know yet, which is fine. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you the expressions that I want to use on the screen right now and an annotation, and I give you the pronunciation of them. If at any time you want any of this text, just like as a print off or whatever, there's a link in the description of my video. Go to that link. You can print off all of the annotations that I'm putting on the screen for you. You can have them with you if you want them. So, just for some pronunciation purposes, I'll start with just the affirmative first. Algo, alguien, alguno, siempre, también. And then the negatives, nada, nadie, ninguno, nunca, jamás, tampoco. Now, when you're using these expressions in a sentence, the affirmative ones are much easier to use because the negative ones work how they don't work in English. In English, you can't say something like, I don't have nothing. You can't say that in English. But in Spanish, you have to say that, actually. The word nada by itself means nothing. But in a negative sentence that has a negative, like a connotation to it, you're going to say, I don't have nothing. So I don't have anything is going to be no tengo nada. So in a negative sentence, you use the negative expression, kind of the opposite of something, which is going to be nada. So nada takes on the meaning of something in a negative sentence. Next, the other one, nadie, nobody. So if I want to say, like, I don't know anybody, you're not going to use the word someone, alguien, I don't know someone. You're going to use the word no one and say, no conozco a nadie. So in Spanish, you have to have kind of like a double negative, which you can't use in English, but you have to use it in Spanish, kind of. So if you have a negative sentence, and you got to use one of these expressions, make sure you pick the negative one. Hopefully that makes sense. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you 10 sentences, and I want you to see if you can translate those sentences using these negative or affirmative expressions into Spanish, and I'll give you mine once you're finished. I'll do the first two for you, just kind of see, so you can see what I'm looking for. So here are the first two. We see some smart students. So obviously this is an affirmative sentence. We're saying we do see something, so pick one of those ones. Nosotros vemos algunos estudiantes inteligentes. Now, the only thing that you could have just a little bit different in the sentence is you could change algunos to algunas because they could be female students. And then the other one, we don't see any smart students. Now, this one obviously has a negative connotation with the word do not in it. So you're going to pick one of the negative expressions and say, no vemos ningunos estudiantes inteligentes. We don't see any smart students. And then again, the only thing that could change in this one is ninguno could go to ningunas if they are female students. So here are the other 8 sentences. If you want to pause the video and try and do these, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to start giving my answers right now. So let's see. I have something good. It's going to be tengo algo bueno. I don't have anything good. No tengo nada buena. Let's see, next one. I always go to the bathroom. Siempre voy al baño en la clase de arte. The next one, no, nunca uso el baño. She always studies French. Ella siempre estudia el francés. No, she doesn't study English either. No, ella no estudia inglés tampoco. Let's see, last one. I know someone ugly. Yo conozco a alguien feo. I don't know anybody in this office. Is going to be no conozco a nadie en esta oficina. So if you have a sentence with a negative connotation, pick the negative expression to go with it. You know, again, if it's affirmative, pick an affirmative one, and then with the alguno, ninguno, those ones, they can kind of have a O to an A or add an S to it if you need to. That is pretty much it. If you there's a couple extra phrases or useful phrases that you can use that are on that document in the link. Take a look at it if you want a few more phrases that you could use. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to rate and subscribe. Thanks.